Silent footsteps.
If you say this, no woman will resist. Stoicism. In the world of dating and relationships, it's common to come across catchy headlines like, "If you say this, no woman will resist." While these promises might sound appealing, they often lead to frustration, disappointment, and, in the end, shallow connections. Instead of relying on manipulative tricks or scripted lines, what if there was a way to attract a woman that was rooted in something deeper, more authentic, and truly lasting? Enter Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live virtuously, manage our emotions, and cultivate meaningful connections. Forget the idea that one magical sentence will win over a woman. Instead, focus on becoming the best version of yourself by applying Stoic principles in your life and relationships. When you master these principles, you'll no longer need tricks. Authenticity and self-control will be the magnetic force that draws others to you. In this video, we'll explore how Stoicism can transform your approach to dating and communication. We'll dive into how the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance can improve your relationships and help you connect with women on a deeper, more meaningful level. No more tricks, just real connection. 1. Authenticity over games. Why being genuine attracts women more than tricks. In a world where dating advice often revolves around playing mind games or using manipulative tactics, the importance of being genuine cannot be overstated. While it might seem tempting to rely on clever pickup lines or strategies to win someone over, these approaches rarely lead to lasting, meaningful connections. In fact, they often create superficial interactions where neither party truly knows or understands the other. At the heart of Stoic philosophy is the concept of virtue, living with integrity and acting in accordance with your true self. When it comes to relationships, this means being authentic and honest in your communication. Women, like all people, are naturally drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin. They appreciate men who don't hide behind a facade or try to impress with exaggerated stories or exaggerated self-image. Why authenticity matters. Trust and transparency. When you're authentic, you're honest. And when you're honest, you foster trust, which is the foundation of any meaningful relationship. By expressing your true thoughts and feelings, you create an open environment where both people feel safe to be vulnerable, something women deeply appreciate. Attraction to genuine confidence. Authenticity is a sign of confidence, and women are naturally attracted to confident men. Confidence doesn't mean bragging or showing off. It means being secure in who you are. Stoic principles encourage self-acceptance, which radiates in your interactions. Women are drawn to men who don't need external validation and are comfortable in their own skin. Long-term connection. Using tricks or gimmicks might win someone's attention in the short term, but it's unlikely to lead to a deep, lasting connection. Authenticity, however, builds a relationship based on true understanding and respect. When you present the real you, it sets the stage for an honest, enduring bond. Women appreciate a man who values genuine connections over superficial exchanges. Avoiding emotional manipulation. Often, dating advice centers on emotional manipulation, such as playing hot and cold or creating jealousy to get a reaction. These tactics are not only unethical, but can lead to unhealthy, toxic relationships. Stoicism teaches us to maintain emotional control and authenticity, fostering relationships based on respect and mutual understanding. Setting a positive example. When you're authentic, you set an example of integrity for others. Women are more likely to trust and be attracted to men who exhibit honesty and transparency. They admire men who stand by their values and act with moral integrity, and this attracts women on a much deeper level than any line or trick could ever achieve. How to be authentic. Stop trying to be someone else. Trying to be someone you think a woman wants is the quickest way to disconnect. Instead, embrace your unique qualities and communicate from a place of self-assurance. Let her get to know the real you, not an edited version or a persona you've created. Be vulnerable. Being authentic means showing your true emotions, even if it feels uncomfortable. Stoicism doesn't advocate for suppressing feelings. Rather, it teaches you to be in control of them and express them appropriately. Showing vulnerability is powerful and creates an opportunity for genuine emotional connection. Speak from the heart. not a script. Avoid relying on lines or memorized routines. These often come across as forced and inauthentic. Instead, speak honestly about your thoughts and feelings and let the conversation flow naturally. When you stop worrying about saying the right thing, your genuine self will shine through, making your connection more meaningful. Embrace your imperfections. Authenticity is not about being perfect. In fact, showing that you're not perfect can make you even more attractive because it makes you relatable and human. Embrace your flaws and mistakes and be willing to learn and grow. This shows self-awareness and maturity, qualities that women find deeply attractive. The Stoic approach to authenticity. Stoicism emphasizes acting in accordance with nature, and as humans, we are naturally imperfect. Stoics believe in self-improvement and integrity, not in pretending to be someone else to fit in. By embodying these principles, you'll naturally present a more genuine, authentic version of yourself in your interactions, which is far more attractive than any trick or line could ever be. In summary, authenticity is the cornerstone of genuine attraction. Women are drawn to men who are comfortable with who they are and don't try to manipulate or deceive. By embracing Stoic principles of self-awareness, integrity, and emotional control, you can build real, meaningful relationships based on mutual respect. So, forget the games and focus on being your true self, because that's the version of you that no woman will be able to resist. 2. Emotional control, the key to attracting women without drama. Emotional control is one of the most powerful, yet often overlooked qualities that women admire in a partner. While it's natural to feel emotions, especially during challenging situations, the ability to manage and regulate those emotions is a sign of maturity and strength. Women are drawn to men who can maintain composure, think clearly under pressure, and respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. This is where Stoicism truly shines, offering valuable insights into how emotional control can enhance your relationships and make you more attractive to women. Why emotional control matters. Creates stability in the relationship. Women appreciate a partner who remains calm and collected, even when the circumstances are tough. When emotions are running high, it's easy to lash out or make rash decisions, but doing so can cause unnecessary conflict and strain the relationship. Emotional control, on the other hand, brings a sense of stability and reassurance, allowing both partners to navigate challenges with a sense of peace and understanding. Exudes confidence and self-discipline. A man who can regulate his emotions doesn't let external factors control his behavior. Instead, he takes ownership of his feelings and reactions. This level of self-discipline and emotional maturity is incredibly attractive. Women are naturally drawn to men who exude confidence, not because they're overly assertive, but because they can maintain a level-headed approach in the face of challenges. A man who controls his emotions is perceived as being strong, grounded, and dependable, traits that women find irresistible. Avoids emotional drama. Relationships can sometimes be filled with drama, whether it's caused by misunderstandings, jealousy, or insecurity. Emotional control helps you avoid getting caught in these patterns. Instead of escalating conflicts or allowing emotions to spiral out of control, a man with emotional intelligence will step back, assess the situation, and respond in a way that fosters constructive dialogue rather than contributing to further tension. This ability to handle tough situations with grace is incredibly attractive to women who seek peace and stability in their relationships. Shows emotional intelligence and empathy. Emotional control is not just about suppressing or ignoring your feelings. It's about understanding them, knowing when to express them, and when to hold back. Stoicism teaches that emotions should be understood and processed thoughtfully, not repressed. A man who can acknowledge his emotions, yet control how they manifest in his behavior, demonstrates emotional intelligence. He can empathize with his partner's feelings without being overwhelmed by his own, which allows for more meaningful and supportive interactions. Fosters trust and respect. A key component of any successful relationship is trust. Women want to feel that their partner will remain calm and rational in moments of uncertainty or stress. If a man can keep his cool when things go wrong, it makes her feel safe and secure, knowing that he can handle whatever comes their way. Trust is built when emotional control is present because it shows that both partners are capable of dealing with their emotions responsibly without letting them dictate their actions. How to cultivate emotional control using Stoicism. Practice the dichotomy of control. One of the fundamental principles of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, understanding what is within your control and what is not. In any situation, the only thing you can control is your own response. By focusing on your actions and reactions, instead of stressing over things outside your control, you can maintain a sense of peace and emotional balance. This practice helps you respond to challenges with patience and understanding, rather than reacting impulsively. Use negative visualization. Stoics practice a technique called negative visualization, where they mentally prepare for challenges and setbacks. While this might sound pessimistic, it's actually a way to build resilience. By visualizing potential difficulties, you can better manage your emotional responses when those situations arise in real life. This preparation allows you to stay composed in moments of stress, which will impress women who value emotional maturity. Take a step back. In emotionally charged situations, it's important to pause before reacting. This moment of reflection gives you the opportunity to assess your emotions and decide how to respond thoughtfully. Instead of reacting out of anger, frustration, or fear, take a deep breath, count to 10, or step away from the situation if needed. This practice allows you to maintain emotional control and avoid saying or doing something you might regret later. Reflect on your emotions. After a difficult situation, take time to reflect on your emotional responses. Stoicism encourages self-reflection as a tool for growth. By understanding why you reacted a certain way, you can identify areas where you can improve and adjust your emotional responses in the future. This ongoing process of self-awareness leads to greater emotional control and more positive interactions with others. Stay present and mindful. Often, emotional reactions arise when we're stuck in the past or anxious about the future. Stoicism teaches the importance of living in the present moment. By staying focused on the here and now, you can avoid letting past hurts or future worries influence your emotional responses. Practicing mindfulness through techniques like meditation or deep breathing helps you stay calm, focused, and in control of your emotions. The Stoic approach to rejection and conflict. In relationships, disagreements and conflicts are inevitable. However, how you handle these moments can make all the difference. Instead of reacting with frustration or anger, embrace the Stoic mindset of accepting what you cannot control and focus on how you can respond with grace and understanding. Similarly, rejection is a natural part of life and relationships. A Stoic perspective teaches you not to take rejection personally, but to view it as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. Emotional control in the face of rejection shows maturity and resilience, making you more attractive to women who value strength in the face of adversity. In summary, emotional control is not about suppressing your feelings, but about understanding and managing them in a way that promotes healthy and fulfilling relationships. By embracing Stoic principles such as the dichotomy of control, negative visualization, and mindfulness, you can foster emotional maturity, which will make you more attractive to women. Instead of being reactive or impulsive, you can handle challenging situations with composure and grace, building trust and respect in your relationships. Emotional control is a sign of strength, self-awareness, and emotional intelligence, qualities that women deeply value and are irresistibly drawn to. 3. Self-reliance. Why women crave independence in a partner. Self-reliance is one of the most attractive qualities a man can have, and it's often overlooked or misunderstood. It's about being emotionally and mentally independent, being secure in who you are without relying excessively on others for validation or support. Women are naturally drawn to men who can stand on their own 2 feet, both literally and figuratively. Self-reliance is not just about managing your own life, but also about being able to support and nurture others without losing yourself in the process. It is a key component of a healthy relationship and is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. Why self-reliance matters to women. Shows emotional stability and independence. One of the main reasons women find self-reliance attractive is that it demonstrates emotional stability. When you can manage your own emotions, it means you're not constantly seeking validation or emotional support from your partner. This creates a more balanced relationship where both partners are able to bring their full selves into the relationship without overwhelming the other person. A self-reliant partner doesn't lean on others for constant reassurance, which allows space for mutual respect and growth. Builds respect and trust. Women respect men who are comfortable in their own skin and who don't feel the need to prove themselves all the time. If you are constantly seeking approval or attention, it can feel exhausting and draining for your partner. Self-reliance doesn't just mean taking care of yourself. It means trusting your own judgment, being confident in your abilities, and knowing that you can handle life's challenges on your own. This level of trust in yourself builds respect and trust from your partner, which are essential for any strong and lasting relationship. Creates healthy boundaries. A self-reliant partner understands the importance of boundaries. This isn't about being emotionally distant or detached, but about knowing when to give space and when to be available. Women deeply appreciate men who know how to respect boundaries, whether it's taking time for themselves or giving their partner the freedom they need. By having strong personal boundaries, you can avoid feelings of being suffocated or overly dependent, which are often the causes of friction in relationships. Empowers the relationship. When you are self-reliant, you enter the relationship as a whole person rather than looking to someone else to complete you. You bring your strengths, passions, and individuality into the relationship. This empowers your partner to do the same. Relationships thrive when both individuals are self-assured, motivated, and have a sense of personal fulfillment. Women find it appealing when their partner is focused on growth, goals, and self-improvement, rather than relying on them to provide emotional or financial stability. Promotes growth and fulfillment. Being self-reliant means you take ownership of your own growth. You're not waiting for someone else to give you direction or make decisions for you. This shows women that you are proactive and independent in your pursuit of happiness and success. Women want to feel that their partner is capable of growing with them, not just depending on them. Self-reliance allows both partners to encourage each other's growth without feeling threatened by it. How to cultivate self-reliance using Stoicism. Embrace the dichotomy of control. One of the core principles of Stoicism is understanding what you can and cannot control. This applies to your emotional and mental state. Self-reliance stems from the ability to take full responsibility for your own life and actions. You can't control the actions or feelings of others, but you can control your reactions and choices. By accepting this, you release the need to rely on others for validation or approval. You find strength in managing your own inner world, which contributes to your independence and self-sufficiency. Focus on virtue and personal growth. Stoicism teaches that the only true good is virtue, living a life of moral excellence. Self-reliance is closely tied to personal growth and development. Cultivating virtues like wisdom, courage, and temperance can make you a better, more self-reliant person. Strive to improve yourself daily by setting goals, taking action, and learning from your experiences. Self-reliance doesn't mean isolating yourself. It means taking ownership of your life and your journey, constantly working towards being a better version of yourself. Avoid external validation. One of the Stoic teachings is to seek validation from within rather than relying on the opinions of others. This doesn't mean disregarding others' feedback entirely, but it emphasizes the importance of developing your own self-worth. When you stop seeking external validation, you free yourself from the need for constant reassurance and praise. You learn to trust your own judgment and develop a sense of inner confidence. This is incredibly attractive to women, as they admire men who don't rely on others for approval or direction. Practice self-reflection and accountability. Self-reliance is about being accountable for your actions, both good and bad. Regular self-reflection helps you understand your strengths and weaknesses, allowing you to take responsibility for your decisions. By assessing your progress and adjusting your behavior accordingly, you can continuously improve and grow. This accountability and self-awareness are key aspects of Stoic philosophy, and they make you more independent and capable in all areas of life. Live according to your values. A self-reliant person has a strong sense of purpose and lives in alignment with their values. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of living according to nature and focusing on things that are within your control. When you know what matters most to you and live your life accordingly, you become less dependent on others to define your worth. Your values guide your actions, and this alignment creates a sense of inner peace and self-assurance that is incredibly attractive to women. The Stoic approach to relationships and self-reliance. Self-reliance doesn't mean that you need to be emotionally distant or avoid relying on your partner in certain situations. In fact, a self-reliant person understands that relationships require mutual support and trust. However, self-reliance in a relationship means not overburdening your partner with your insecurities or emotional needs. You're capable of standing on your own 2 feet and handling challenges without expecting your partner to constantly provide the answers or solve your problems. When you cultivate self-reliance through Stoicism, you bring a level of emotional maturity and personal strength to your relationship. This, in turn, allows you to give more to your partner without feeling drained or dependent. Self-reliance allows both partners to thrive and grow, which creates a deeper, more fulfilling connection. In summary, self-reliance is not about being alone or independent to the point of detachment, but rather about having the emotional and mental strength to stand on your own. It's about being comfortable in your own skin and relying on yourself for direction, confidence, and support. Women are drawn to men who can handle their own emotions, make decisions, and take responsibility for their lives. By applying Stoic principles like the dichotomy of control, personal growth, and living according to your values, you can cultivate true self-reliance that enhances your relationships. The more self-reliant you become, the more attractive you will be to women, and the healthier and more fulfilling your relationships will be. 4. Active listening and empathy, the heart of meaningful connection. Active listening and empathy are 2 of the most powerful tools for creating deep, meaningful connections in any relationship. They allow you to understand your partner's thoughts, emotions, and needs, fostering trust, intimacy, and mutual respect. In the context of Stoicism, these qualities are not only crucial for personal growth, but they are also essential for building strong, emotionally fulfilling relationships. When you embrace active listening and empathy, you demonstrate a deep understanding of others' experiences while also fostering emotional intelligence within yourself. Why women value active listening and empathy. Shows genuine interest and care. One of the primary reasons women value active listening is that it shows you are genuinely interested in them as a person. It's easy to have a conversation where you're just waiting for your turn to speak, but active listening requires focus and engagement. When you truly listen, without interrupting or planning your response while they're speaking, you are telling them that their thoughts and feelings matter. This is incredibly meaningful, as it makes them feel valued and understood. Deepens emotional intimacy. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another, takes listening a step further. When you listen not just to their words, but also to their emotions, you're showing a level of understanding that goes beyond surface-level interactions. Women are naturally drawn to men who can meet them emotionally, who can pick up on their moods and respond appropriately. This deep emotional connection fosters intimacy, which is a cornerstone of lasting relationships. Women crave partners who can meet them emotionally and who can offer a safe space for vulnerability. Fosters trust. Active listening and empathy play a critical role in building trust in a relationship. When you truly listen and empathize, it creates a sense of safety for the other person. They know that their thoughts and feelings will be respected, that they won't be judged, and that they will be met with compassion. This trust is foundational for any lasting relationship. When both partners feel heard and understood, they are more likely to open up, leading to a deeper connection and greater emotional security. Helps navigate conflict gracefully. Every relationship encounters challenges, but how you navigate those challenges matters. Active listening and empathy help ensure that conflicts are handled with care and respect. Instead of getting defensive or dismissing your partner's concerns, active listening allows you to understand the root of the issue. Empathy enables you to see things from your partner's perspective, which helps in finding common ground and solutions. In Stoic terms, it aligns with the idea of virtue, responding with patience, understanding, and self-control, even in the face of disagreement. Promotes emotional support. Women often seek partners who can offer emotional support without feeling the need to fix everything. Active listening provides emotional validation, while empathy shows that you understand and accept their feelings. Sometimes, women simply want to feel heard and supported, not necessarily given a solution. This is an invaluable trait in a partner, as it makes them feel safe and cared for. When you listen actively and show empathy, you provide the emotional foundation that strengthens the relationship. How Stoicism enhances active listening and empathy. Stoicism is often misunderstood as an emotional restraint philosophy, but in truth, it emphasizes the importance of understanding and controlling emotions, not suppressing them. In relationships, Stoic principles can help you develop a deeper sense of empathy and listening. Here's how Stoicism can enhance these crucial qualities. Understanding what you can and can't control. One of the core tenets of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, understanding that there are things you can control, your thoughts, emotions, and reactions, and things you cannot control, other people's actions and feelings. This principle is incredibly useful in communication. When you are actively listening, it's important to recognize that you cannot control how your partner expresses themselves or what they feel. However, you can control how you respond. Listening without judgment or the urge to immediately fix things allows your partner to express themselves freely, fostering emotional connection. Practicing emotional regulation. Stoicism teaches the importance of emotional regulation, responding thoughtfully to emotions rather than being driven by them. In the context of listening and empathy, this means being able to listen calmly and with an open heart, even in difficult or emotionally charged situations. When your emotions are regulated, you can provide the emotional support your partner needs without becoming overwhelmed or defensive. You're able to be a steady presence, offering understanding and compassion, even in stressful moments. Cultivating patience. Patience is a virtue emphasized in Stoicism and is essential for active listening. In a conversation, it's easy to feel impatient, especially if you think you already know what the other person is going to say. However, true active listening requires you to stay fully present in the moment, giving your partner the space to speak and be heard. By practicing patience, you allow them to express themselves fully, which shows respect for their feelings and fosters a deeper connection. Self-awareness. Self-awareness, another important Stoic principle, helps you recognize your own biases, emotions, and triggers during conversations. When you are aware of your own tendencies, whether it's the urge to interrupt, judge, or become defensive, you can work to counteract them. This self-awareness allows you to listen more effectively and empathize with your partner's perspective. It also makes it easier to practice humility and acknowledge when you may not fully understand what the other person is feeling, giving you the opportunity to ask questions and clarify. The practice of virtue, at its core, Stoicism encourages us to live virtuously, to act with honesty, integrity, and fairness. In conversations, this translates to being present, open, and respectful. When you engage in active listening and empathy, you're practicing virtue by giving your partner the space to express their thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment. This reinforces trust, respect, and emotional security in the relationship. Practical ways to practice active listening and empathy. Give full attention. When your partner speaks, give them your undivided attention. Put away distractions such as your phone and focus on the conversation. This communicates to your partner that they are important and their words matter. Ask thoughtful questions to show that you're actively engaged. Ask questions that show interest in their perspective. Instead of simply agreeing or disagreeing, seek to understand their point of view. This promotes deeper conversation and connection. Reflect back what you hear. Paraphrasing what your partner has said is a powerful technique to show that you're truly listening. For example, you can say, "What I hear you saying is." This allows you to ensure that you understand their point of view, while also validating their feelings. Validate their emotions. Even if you don't fully understand why your partner feels a certain way, validate their emotions. For example, "I can see that this is really important to you, and I understand why you feel this way." Acknowledging their feelings can make them feel supported and understood. Be present, not just physically. Practice being emotionally present in the moment, not just physically. Show empathy by putting yourself in your partner's shoes and allow them to express themselves freely without fear of judgment. Conclusion: active listening and empathy are essential for building deep, fulfilling relationships. By applying Stoic principles such as emotional regulation, self-awareness, and patience, you can significantly enhance your ability to listen and empathize with your partner. When you create an environment where your partner feels heard, respected, and understood, it leads to a stronger, more intimate connection. These qualities aren't just helpful, they are transformative, laying the foundation for a lasting, meaningful relationship. Women deeply value men who can listen actively and empathize with their feelings because it demonstrates emotional maturity, respect, and genuine care. Embrace these principles in your interactions and watch your relationships deepen in ways you never imagined. 5. Clarity and honesty. The power of transparent communication. In any relationship, whether it's romantic, professional, or platonic, clear and honest communication is the foundation of trust and understanding. When you can communicate openly and authentically, it creates an environment where both partners feel safe, respected, and valued. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of virtue, and part of that virtue lies in being truthful and transparent in your words and actions. This is essential for building strong, meaningful connections. Why women value clarity and honesty. Builds trust. Trust is the cornerstone of any successful relationship. Women value clarity and honesty because these qualities create a safe space where they can feel secure and confident in the relationship. When you communicate openly and truthfully, it allows your partner to trust that you are being genuine and transparent. Dishonesty or ambiguity, on the other hand, creates doubt and insecurity, which erode the foundation of trust. Clear communication is essential for maintaining that trust over time. Fosters respect. Clarity and honesty in communication demonstrate that you respect your partner enough to be upfront and truthful, even when the conversation may be uncomfortable. Women are drawn to men who are willing to engage in difficult conversations with integrity because it shows maturity and emotional strength. This respect is mutual. When you are clear and honest, your partner is more likely to mirror those same qualities in return, creating a healthy, balanced dynamic. Promotes emotional safety. Women want to feel safe in their relationships, and that includes emotional safety. Clear and honest communication creates an atmosphere of vulnerability where both partners can share their true feelings without fear of judgment or rejection. When you're honest about your emotions, intentions, and expectations, it allows your partner to do the same. This mutual vulnerability strengthens the emotional bond between both partners, fostering deeper intimacy. Prevents misunderstandings. Many conflicts in relationships arise due to miscommunication or unclear expectations. By practicing clarity in your communication, you reduce the likelihood of misunderstandings, misinterpretations, or false assumptions. Women appreciate when a partner is straightforward and direct, as it ensures that both parties are on the same page. This leads to fewer conflicts and more harmonious interactions. The more you clarify your thoughts, intentions, and feelings, the easier it is for your partner to understand you and respond in a way that supports the relationship. Enhances emotional intimacy. Emotional intimacy is the ability to share your inner world with your partner and feel deeply understood. When you communicate openly and honestly, you allow your partner to see you as you truly are, not as a facade or an idealized version of yourself. Women value emotional intimacy because it makes them feel connected and bonded to their partner. They want to feel that they know you on a deeper level, and clear, honest communication is the key to creating that closeness. How Stoicism supports clarity and honesty. Stoicism teaches that the cultivation of virtue, such as honesty and integrity, is essential for living a fulfilling and meaningful life. In relationships, these virtues can be transformative. Here's how Stoicism supports the practice of clear and honest communication. Living in accordance with nature. One of the fundamental principles of Stoicism is living in accordance with nature, which means being true to who you are and acting with authenticity. When you embrace this principle, you naturally align your actions with your values, and honesty becomes a central part of your communication. Instead of hiding behind false personas or manipulative tactics, you communicate openly and truthfully, allowing your partner to see the real you. This authenticity fosters trust and strengthens your connection. Virtue and integrity. Stoicism teaches that virtue is the highest good, and integrity is a vital part of that virtue. In the context of communication, integrity means being truthful and transparent in all your interactions. When you speak honestly and clearly, you're acting in alignment with your personal values and your moral compass. This creates a sense of inner peace and consistency, which is deeply attractive to others. Women value men who are true to their word, who express their thoughts and feelings with honesty, and who don't hide behind pretenses or lies. Emotional regulation. Stoicism encourages emotional regulation, which means not allowing your emotions to control your behavior. When you communicate clearly and honestly, you do so from a place of emotional balance and self-control. Instead of reacting impulsively or speaking without thought, you take the time to express your thoughts in a clear and respectful manner. This helps you avoid unnecessary drama and confusion, allowing for healthier and more constructive conversations. Focus on what you can control. One of the core Stoic teachings is the importance of focusing on what you can control. In relationships, you can control your actions, words, and behavior, but you cannot control how your partner will react. By practicing clarity and honesty, you align yourself with what you can control, your intentions and communication, rather than worrying about the outcome. This mindset reduces anxiety and helps you approach conversations with confidence and self-assurance, knowing that you have done your part to communicate authentically. Courage to be vulnerable. Stoicism also teaches the importance of courage, the courage to face life's challenges and to be true to oneself. In relationships, this courage manifests as the willingness to be vulnerable, to express your true thoughts and emotions, even when it feels risky. Clarity and honesty require vulnerability because they involve sharing your innermost feelings, desires, and concerns. By embracing this vulnerability, you build deeper connections and create an environment where both partners feel safe to express themselves fully. Practical ways to practice clarity and honesty in communication. Be transparent about your intentions. If you're in a relationship, whether it's new or long-term, be clear about your intentions. Are you looking for a serious commitment, or are you more focused on casual dating? By being honest about your intentions, you give your partner the opportunity to make an informed decision about their own feelings. This openness prevents misunderstandings and helps align both of your expectations. Express your emotions honestly. Instead of bottling up your feelings or pretending everything is fine when it's not, express your emotions in a respectful and direct manner. For example, if you're feeling frustrated or sad, let your partner know in a calm and constructive way. Avoid passive-aggressive behavior or making assumptions about their feelings. Honest expression of emotions fosters trust and emotional intimacy. Ask for what you need. One of the most important aspects of clear communication is knowing how to ask for what you need. If you need emotional support, more quality time together, or some space, express this in a way that is both direct and respectful. Instead of assuming your partner can read your mind, be clear about your desires and needs. Provide constructive feedback. If something in the relationship isn't working or there's an issue that needs to be addressed, don't shy away from giving feedback. However, ensure that your feedback is constructive and focused on the situation, not on personal attacks. Be specific about what you're feeling and why, and offer potential solutions. This approach promotes problem solving and ensures that both partners are working together to strengthen the relationship. Stay true to your word. Honesty doesn't just involve words, it also involves actions. Follow through on your promises and commitments. If you say you'll do something, do it. This consistency builds trust and reinforces your reputation as someone who is reliable and truthful. Conclusion. Clarity and honesty are the bedrock of healthy, successful relationships. When you communicate with transparency and integrity, you create a foundation of trust, respect, and emotional safety. Stoicism teaches us that virtue, emotional regulation, and authenticity are essential for living a fulfilling life, and these principles can help guide your communication in relationships. By practicing clarity and honesty, you not only improve your communication, but also deepen your connection with others, creating a relationship that is built on genuine understanding and respect. As you embrace these principles, you'll find that your relationships become stronger, more meaningful, and ultimately more fulfilling. What you'll learn in this video: how to use Stoic principles to become more attractive to women by focusing on authenticity, emotional intelligence, and self-improvement. Practical advice on how to approach dating without relying on tricks or manipulation. How to develop meaningful connections based on respect, trust, and mutual growth. Why Stoicism? The core of Stoicism is not about controlling others or playing games. It's about mastering yourself. When you live by Stoic virtues, your actions, words, and demeanor naturally attract the right people. No more gimmicks, no more pretending. Just real connections with women who are drawn to you for who you truly are. So, if you're ready to stop wasting time on lines that don't work and instead start building real, meaningful connections, this video is for you. Learn how Stoicism can guide you towards better relationships and make you the kind of man that no woman will be able to resist, not because of what you say, but because of who you are. Hit play now and start your journey towards a more authentic, fulfilling love life.
Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to receive more advice on love and relationships in the future. Don't forget to share this video with your friends so they can recognize these signs too.